The community of traders is waiting for you. Link in the description.
Hi trader, and today in this video I had a very interesting situation with the price chart. And if you want to see what happened next, then watch this video till the end. But before I start this video, I just want to remind you that if you want to start earning money with me and other traders, you need just write me in private messages in Telegram a code word plus social trading, and then you will see how I trade every weekday for me and other traders and how you will start earning a huge money from now. So let's get started. And you can see the currency pairs I have chosen in advance, and the starting balance for today will be $200 and the time of the first deal will be 5 minutes. And let's move on to the first currency pair. A wonderful currency pair, and we immediately open a deal to increase the price, and now I'll explain you why I did so. And let's start with the alligator indicator. At this point, its lines are starting to cross and all its tips are pointing upwards. And the position of all the lines is above to change. And the green line used to be below the price chart, but now it will be above it. This means a change in trend direction. The chart will move upwards. The next is the Rsi indicator. Right now it's pointing down, but it's only now. I always look ahead, so it will still change its position. Before the trade closes, let me tell you about the alligator indicator and how to use it correctly. To do this, let's look at the previous position of the lines. As you can see, the blue line is on top and the lines are not crossed and everything is pointing downwards. When we see this kind of picture, we can confidently open a down trade. And if the opposite situation happens, that is, all lines are not crossed but there is a green line above, in this case we can open a position on a price rise. Now we see that after the point of opening of our position, several candles have already formed, which are directed upwards. Also, we can see that the green alligator line is directed upwards. Then after the point of opening our position, which means that the chart is now being drawn, and we can better determine the further price movement. So far, all the candlesticks are formed in our favor. Only the current candlestick is slightly down, but it's not a problem anyway. The candlesticks are much higher than our opening point. By the way, just yesterday I got a message from my subscriber who thanked me a lot. He recently joined my trader team, and yesterday he told me how he started to trade with about 200, and thanks to my signals, and now he has more than 3,000 on his balance. If you want to know where he spent this money, join my team in Telegram. All links are in the description. In fact, the currently pairs is very interesting. There's a lot of candles that haven't moved anywhere at all, but in the meantime the alligator line have already been rearranged formally. Normally the alligator lips is on top. It looks like the situation was already here. Also, the Rsi indicator is moving parallel to the overbought area, and this also confirms my theory that the chart will move up. Well, there is not much time left till the end of our deal. Let's observe the course of the deal. And the first deal of the day closed in plus, and our profit was $160 just in 5 minutes. Can you imagine it? So let's move on to the next currency pair. A great currency pair. I will reduce the time frame to 4 minutes and I'll open trade for a maximum amount. The whole chart tells us about the further rise in price, so I will open a trade to raise the price. And again, tiring of the genius technical analysis, look, the alligator lines have not yet crossed. But if we continue them, we can see that the green line is about to be on top, just like in the previous trade. Next, let's turn our attention to the Rsi indicator, which is still moving on the middle area, but this is obvious because the entire chart is moving in approximately in the same plane. So we just need to follow a little bit. I'm sure that when I close a working area, the chart will look a little different. In the meantime, let me tell you more about the Rsi indicator and how to use it, of course. In fact, it's very simple. Just look at the direction of our chart. For example, if the indicator is pointing up, it will tell us that the price is going up. And if the indicator is directed downwards, it indicates a decrease in the value of currency pair. But what if the indicator crosses area from above or below? Suppose the chart has crossed upward area, it will move upwards for a while, but then it will definitely rebound to the price and will start to move downwards. This is a signal to sell. All works in the same way when the indicator breaks through the oversold area. Everything is as simple as possible. And we move on to our currency pair. We can already see that the first candle has formed very high, which I already predicted. The lines of the indicator have already been rearranged and the alligator lips are on the top and all the lines are directed upwards. This is the same situation we see on the previous currency pair. It tells us about an uptrend. At the same time, the Rsi indicator is very close to the overbought area. Wow! One trader just wrote me and surprised me a lot with his result. I'll show the result of the team of traders channel and hurry others amazed along with me. Right now there is a huge gap thanks to which our deal will not fall in the red. But still, let's watch the further movement. And the second deal is also closed and the profit was $291.60. And you and I are moving on to the last currency pair for today. I want to reduce the time to 1 minute and I'll put everything on this trade again. Open a trade to increase the price. As we observe that the trade indicator alligator, all lines don't cross each other. The top is the green and all lines are directed upwards. And so for such a short period of time, this signal is enough to open a deal to increase prices. So let's take a look at the RSI. Right now it's pointing up and it might even break through the overbought area, and the first candlestick on which we opened the trade hasn't moved at all. And so far our trade has closed at 0. So far the preconditions of the downward movement are created, so let's see what happened next. Well, traders, our trade has closed with the 0, such a currency pair where all candles are formed with 0. There is nothing bad about it, it happens sometimes, and the main thing that we are not in the red. So that's all for today, and if you wanna see how I trade every weekday with the most profitable signals ever, just subscribe to my Telegram channel. All links in the description. Thank you all for watching. Bye.